Hello. It's all about the rain in the UK at the moment. Lots of it. We've already seen plenty and there is more to come. The cause of all this wet weather is the cold weather over North America. At the moment, we're seeing this intense cold wave across much of North America. That's brought record-breaking snowfall for parts of upstate New York during the last week or so. 6 feet plus observed over the weekend, just downwind of the Great Lakes, especially around the Buffalo area. Now, the reason that's causing all our wet weather is because that's moving south, meeting this warm subtropical air coming up from the south, and the two mix, and that thermal contrast causes a very powerful jet stream. The jet stream then moves over the Atlantic, picks up, spins up areas of low pressure, and one after the other, they come towards the UK. But that's not the end of the story, because there's another area of cold air over Scandinavia. We've had high pressure in charge across Scandinavia, this block to the east of the UK. So as these lows arrive into the UK, they slow down, they're unable to progress further eastwards, and they stall. And so we see the persistent wet weather hanging around. We see strong winds often across the north of Scotland and the North Sea coast. And we are seeing some colder air arrive on Tuesday morning across the Northern Isles. So some of these showers are a bit sleety and some longer spells of rain in the north and the east first thing. Also, a touch of frost elsewhere where we've got clear skies first thing for Northern Ireland into central parts of England, some fog patches. Once the fog clears, though, for many, it's a brighter and drier day, certainly compared with Monday. Decent sunny spells for Northern Ireland, Western Scotland into central areas. Further showers, especially first thing for the southwest. They ease away later, but some wet weather lingering for the north of Scotland and the Northern Isles in particular, with those gales developing through the day for Shetland. Temperatures at around average for the time of year, so that means it will feel cold compared with recent days and weeks, but nothing unusual as far as temperatures are concerned right now. And once those weather fronts are out of the way, a clear night to come for many, and a widespread frost before the cloud thickens in the west by the start of Wednesday. So milder air arriving then for Northern Ireland, Western England and Wales, but wet and windy weather coming in from the west. A widespread frost for central and eastern Scotland, eastern England, before that rain sets in later in the morning. The rain does move quickly northeastwards, and then it becomes confined to northeast Scotland by the end of the day, along with that strong wind with gales around the Northern Isles. And we'll see further strengthening winds into the southwest later, along with blustery showers. And these showers pretty lively, some heavy downpours, perhaps even some rumbles of thunder. But away from the showers, a brighter end to the afternoon with sunny spells, especially across eastern parts of England into southern Scotland. Now, this weather front moves out of the way. The next one's lined up for Thursday. Again, low pressure dominating things because of that powerful jet stream, this conveyor belt of weather constantly coming our way from the west. So a bright start for Thursday, some sunshine around, and actually for much of Scotland, eastern England, we keep the sunny spells for a good part of the day, but towards the end of the day, we're seeing this wet and windy weather arrive from the west, some heavy rain in places, particularly over the Welsh Mountains, southwest England, and that strong wind reaching gale force around exposed coasts. But the wind, by this stage, is coming from the southwest, so it's bringing milder air, 13 Celsius in the south, 10 to 11 further north. Temperatures above average for the time of year. That wet and windy stuff is out of the way by the start of Friday. Sunny spells once again first thing. Some showers into the west through the day, but they'll be interspersed by sunny spells. They'll ease away later. And so for many, Friday is a quieter, it's a drier and a brighter day compared with the next few days. And we're seeing double figures fairly widely across the country, 9 to 12 Celsius generally. So there is this warming trend through the week, and that's going to continue into the weekend. And to see why, again, we have to look at the other side of the Atlantic and North America, and a warming trend is evident here as well. In fact, by the weekend, temperatures could be above average across a large part of North America. Now, that will ultimately lead to less of a thermal contrast and a less powerful jet stream and a greater chance of higher pressure closer to the UK. But not just yet, because by Friday, the cold air over North America has moved into the Atlantic, and that, again, is starting to impact the jet stream. What it's doing is it's dipping the jet stream over on the other side of the Atlantic, which then pushes it north over the UK. Still some power in it. And what we're seeing are these southwesterly winds. And if they become aligned with this weather front, this band of rain, The rain could persist over western areas, particularly hills, on Saturday, so there's the risk that Saturday will be especially wet over western hills, and of course these areas are fairly saturated right now. We don't really need more rain in this short space of time. And those winds will bring much warmer air, so temperatures way above average by the weekend once again. But that's a sign that things are set to change eventually after the weekend with higher pressure closer to the UK. We'll have more than that, of course. We'll keep you updated on social media.